Now, have you ever heard of the pin-up scene? Well, neither had I, but if you're into vintage style and wartime memorabilia, this might be your thing.
I remember specifically, we parked the car and we walked down, and it was like a street festival. It's vibrant and it's colourful and it's loud, and something clicked and I just went, I need to be a part of this.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock.
My name is Kelly and this is my passion. It all started with Grease, the movie. Of course. I was 13 and found the movie. I broke down every little thing. I do like that, I don't like that. And then Mum found that there was a 50s festival and she said, we're gonna go to this thing today. And I was like, okay. And she had bought me this little polka dot skirt. So I popped that on and all right, I'll sort of dress up. And I remember specifically, it was like you were transformed back into that era. And I just had this like aha moment where it was like, this is me. And so basically the journey from there has just been, how do I become a part of this? In uni, I needed a part-time job. One of the shops is like a vintage reproduction store that do clothes that look like vintage, but they're new.
Ooh, this is cute.
And basically from there, I would have customers come in and say, hey, I need an outfit for a pinup competition. And I was like, what is a pinup competition? It took me a while to actually catch on and say, I'm gonna do this. And one day I finally did.
Every dress needs some pockets, and if it doesn't have pockets, what are you doing with your life? Honestly, that's a beautiful dress.
And then I went back to that festival that I originally went to. They always had a pinup comp, and I went in it, and I got second. So that was cool. It was like a real, I'm this person. I became what I sort of had thought I would want to when I was younger. Nick is a warbird engineer, or a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer. We met on Tinder, and we just hit it off straight away. He was like, oh, you're into pinup. So there was definitely a connection there. We obviously both liked vintage and old stuff, I guess. And we ended up kind of thinking, well, you know, this could work. This is like a little collaboration. We went to an air show and a friend of ours who's a photographer, Mark, was going down as well. And I was like, we should shoot stuff. Like, we're standing right here. Nick thought it was a great idea and he was like, I can get you access to all of these warbirds. And it just became this like creative collaboration in terms of photo shoots. And that's how the Flying Pinup was born.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, now go, cat, go.
Someone said to me very cheekily, well, you're the Flying Pinup. How are you gonna get a plane on stage? And I was like, just watch me. I ran home and I said to Nick, how do we get a plane on stage? And Nick was like, I can make that happen. And then on stage, it came to life and I took a plane on stage. I decided to enter one called Miss Viva Las Vegas, which at the time, it was the biggest competition that any pinup would aspire to. 6 girls get picked by judge's choice and then 6 by popular vote. And I got picked my first entry as judge's choice. So it was pretty amazing for an Aussie pinup to get picked and to go through that process. Viva Las Vegas was like, that was the goal, always. Ever since I knew about pinup comps, I had always imagined what it would be like to stand on stage and look out at that crowd. It's a very precious memory for me.
Ooh, that's a cute little collar.
There's so many different elements as well. It's about wartime veterans who look at a style like me and go, oh my God, I can't believe people are still doing this. Women tell me about what they used to wear and how that reminds me. It represents something to them in a time of their life that was so happy. It makes me feel like it's me. The clothes and the makeup and the hair, it makes me feel like I'm a part of that world.
If the nostalgic scene rocks your socks, check out Kelly's website and socials. There are retro events all around Australia.